All right, the Combatosseurs are back. We're going to be doing Shogun Rua versus Paul Craig from the UFC Sao Paulo event that just went down last night. We believe that, you know what? We'll tell you what we believe after we finish watching it. But in terms of which rounds we're going to go through for this video, we're going to do round 1 and round 3 as the stray judge. I can't remember the guy's name, but he had given rounds 1 and 3 to Paul Craig. The common consensus out there is that Shogun Rua probably should have won 2-1, but we'll go into why we think that the judge probably gave round 3 to Paul Craig, and what we actually believe our scores should have been for that fight. And the reason we're going to go over round 1 is the draw card obviously gave Paul Craig a 10-8 for that round, so we just want to clarify whether that should be a 10-8 round or not. But let's get into it and see what we think.
Very surprised that Shogun didn't get the nod. But like when the fight was done, I was like, Shogun's definitely going to get the win.
I agree.
Right? Everybody, especially being in Brazil and all, and
that's what I mean. Like if there's hometown cooking for a legend in his home country.
But you know what's funny? A lot of people, they're always crying, oh, hometown cooking on that scorecard. But a lot of times the hometown guy will lose a shitty decision. I don't think the judges are biased in that way ever. I think they get swayed by crowd noise, if anything. Because there's so many times where it's clearly not hometown cooking or the right guy wins or it actually goes in the wrong way.
I'd like to see the actual statistics out there in terms of
even like
hometown cooking happening or not.
I remember seeing this. Do you remember Matt Hamill Bisping? One of the
I don't remember the decision, but I remember
it was 1 and 2 clearly Matt Hamill, 3 Bisping, but somehow 2 judges gave Bisping the second round, right? So it was a bad decision.
Hometown cooking.
Everyone cried hometown cooking. The judge who scored it for Matt Hamill scored it 30-27 for Matt Hamill, and he was the British judge. And the other 2 were like American judges who scored it for Bisping. There's no hometown. A lot of times people just cry this shit without even like looking into it.
You need statistics to back that up.
Restart this.
It's literally been Shogun just like clinching him up.
It's kind of not much happening.
Yeah, nothing Craig has been doing to him.
So we're about a minute and 15 in, and not much has happened.
Shogun just clinch fucking him.
My point, like a lot of people, they always cry that shit, but when you look at it, it's really not that. It's mostly
give me legitimate statistics and facts that I can see in front of my eyes, and then I'll analyze it. But
if it's in Vegas, you still get shitty decisions. It's not hometown. It's just incompetent judging, just bad judging in general.
Yeah, I agree.
Most of the time, at least. Or, I do believe they get swayed by crowd noise sometimes. When a guy whiffs and hits nothing, but the crowd goes nuts, and then he gets jabbed hard in the face and there's silence.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what the fuck?
That's why judges shouldn't be cage side. They should just be in a room locked up.
All right,
so far, 2 minutes in, it doesn't seem like Craig has done enough to really be like, okay, this round is clearly his right now. And, it's from my recollection, it's going to come down to Craig's little flurry as to why somebody would see it as a 10-8, but I need to see more.
He's landed some light strikes right now. Shogun's landed nothing. Yeah. So at least Craig is doing something.
Yeah. All Shogun's really done is just clinch against the cage.
Held him against the cage. Craig is
going for a takedown too.
Okay, now Craig going for a guillotine.
How would you score near submissions though? Like that, how near was that? How close do judges think that it was, right? Like, do you score that? These knees I score.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The knees I score, so I get that.
It as a whole. Okay, here's the flurry. Okay, he's landed like...
This is halfway through the round.
Yeah, this is like... Okay, he's landed a good 15 strikes close to that in that flurry. Body kick, ducks under, now he's going for a takedown. So that was that major flurry in the round.
He never dropped him. He definitely tagged him a bunch of times.
Those were like 10 to 15 good power strikes. Yeah. And Shogun just kind of covered up.
You can see it kind of on his face, though, too.
Oh, he's wearing
wearing it. And now it's like Craig clinch fucking him.
He's clinching him against the cage.
God damn.
Now, here's the thing, though, right? Shogun hasn't really landed shit.
25-8 significant strikes.
8 significant
for
strikes.
Craig.
Okay.
Yeah, Shogun hasn't done...
He hasn't really landed that much aside from just clinching. And now they're at distance again, and it's more Craig's volume, and Shogun not really doing much. Okay, there was a decent strike by Shogun. Hit air.
Craig's doing a good job with his stand-up in terms of using that lead hand, hooks, straights, and then getting out of the way of anything Shogun's throwing at him. Like, Shogun hasn't really landed cleanly on him this whole round.
I mean, Shogun really hasn't landed one.
He's just
really
been going for takedowns.
Shot.
Does he get a takedown?
I know it says 8 significant strikes, but I don't even think I've counted 8. But I did whatever in the first minute, really.
It was literally just them trying to insert the clinch.
That was a good left hook by Shogun, but now he hit air again.
Beautiful jabs by
Yeah,
Craig
jab,
too,
jab,
man.
front kick by Craig. Left hook.
And he gets out of the
he
way.
Gets out of the way, yeah.
Oh, but
Spinning
that was
kick, kinda
that was a
blocked,
miss. Yeah,
Oh,
that kind of missed. Let's pull that back. But I'm pretty sure that the
Did the
last
left
shot. I think the last shot missed.
the right missed. Did the left hit? Oh, yeah, the left
Neither
hit
of
a
them.
bit.
Neither of them
Oh,
hit.
okay.
I'm pretty certain Paul
I
Craig
thought the
hit.
left
That
hit a
one
bit.
looked like it hit a little bit. See,
Man,
I don't see this
got
as a
hard
10-8.
time. I got a hard time giving that a 10.
Yeah,
I was just
that was a
about to say,
10-9.
man.
That was pretty. That was a pretty
Shogun
clear
actually
10-9.
landed probably one of the last 30 seconds.
Like,
alone
this
in
is
that
one of
round.
those rounds you could give as an example of what a 10-9 should be.
That's
He comfortably won that round without much
10-9.
significant times other
if
than that one
Shogun
flurry.
even wobbled a bit during that flurry, okay.
If he dropped, that would have been my
or even
kind
like
of thing.
leg wobbled, like you visibly rocked him. Cool, but no.
So if that happened, you would give this a 10-8?
maybe, yeah. It depends how
For
bad
me,
he
it
hurt
would
him
have
in
to
that
be
flurry.
dropped. For him,
Just flurrying a
yeah.
guy is not enough. You have to hurt him
Yeah.
visibly, and he didn't hurt him, like to the point where he was like going to go out.
Yeah.
So
he
10-9.
landed really well, though.
I think that's a 10.
Yeah, 10-9 easy.
I wouldn't say that's a 10-8.
Yeah. All right. Let's skip on over to round 3 because we already know that round 2 was a clear Shogun round. So we kind of agree, 10-9. Now let's see what we think about this last round.
I remember
promise you we'll
thinking
get through
about this fight that Shogun's probably going to get the decision, but there's a big argument for Craig doing more from the bottom. Although Craig fought stupidly in this fight.
Yeah. Outside of the first round, he
yeah.
pulled a hand out pretty much.
Yeah, what the fuck are you?
Okay.
Yeah, so
I see you,
it's-
Paul Craig.
So far, it's just Craig
Fucking
Picking him
kickboxer out
apart.
here.
picking him apart from distance. Body kick, yeah, front kick.
Oh.
Ooh, missed the spinning heel kick.
He hit him with like his calf. Let's just back up into the cage. That's all.
Yeah, like Shogun had him. Where,
I know.
Where like
Yeah.
in the warning track, he just didn't throw anything. I mean, a minute and 10 seconds in,
Craig
is-
round,
is
right?
Easily winning this. Shogun hasn't done anything. He's
Yeah.
literally landed
Holy
nothing.
shit. And then
Now
he
Craig
flops to the
flops
back.
to his
Now this is where we need
This
to
is
see.
this is where I remember thinking like, wow, what a stupid thing you just did. You were just clearly winning on the feet, and
Yeah.
then now you're gonna flop to your back and make it look like you're losing. Even if you're winning, you look like you're losing. It's a bad look.
No, exactly. You have to pull off some Tony Ferguson type elbows.
Mhm. Although I will say, up to this point, Craig is probably controlling right now from the bottom.
Like how much is Shogun actually landing from on top
Nothing. He's
to
landed
make
nothing.
this
He just
takedown
attempted
effective?
2 or 3 strikes, but
Yeah.
they didn't land at all.
That
was a-
sweep.
That
That's
was a
the
cool
sweep I
little
was talking
sweep
about.
attempt, but it didn't work.
Yeah. Would have been sick if it did.
But now, once again, Shogun has not landed.
He's literally just
anything.
laying on top.
But the problem now is Craig is not landing anything from the bottom
Yeah.
to negate any of the top control. So you still have to give Shogun this,
Yeah.
the advantage here.
Yeah. If you're just stalemating.
Yeah.
The
Because
guy on
Shogun
top's
has
gonna
actually
win.
thrown 3 strikes, even
Yeah.
though like not one of them landed cleanly.
Yeah.
The graze effect did more than what fucking Craig is doing right now.
Yeah.
Craig is just trying to tie up his wrists, it seems.
Yeah.
Even right there, Shogun's giving him his arms. He's not throwing
That's
up
what I mean.
submissions. What the fuck?
Yo, look at this. From on bottom, Craig is
Decent strikes on the bottom there. That was good. Now Shogun's standing over him.
decent leg kicks. But yeah.
Oh, almost hit him with an up kick. Didn't Shogun then
He missed those punches on the
yeah,
way. in.
he just
Yeah.
he tried to ground him.
They
pound
probably
into his
scored the
guard,
action of that more than it
Yeah,
actually
but
landing.
there was nothing landed. Now once again he's sitting in Paul Craig's guard, not doing anything.
Passes. Nope. Not fully.
No.
Still in full guard.
Still in full guard. No one's doing anything.
I know.
That's
If
the
Paul
problem.
Craig was throwing shots
Yeah.
here,
If Craig was just
Just
doing little
pepper.
grazing
Just
elbows,
pepper.
peppering, he'd be winning this exchange.
okay.
Just doing
some pump
that the whole
strikes.
time.
Yeah.
But he's not doing anything. He's just defending.
Ugh, come on. This is actually kind of pissing me off a little bit
Yeah,
because
it's frustrating.
like Craig had a decent argument for this round until he started to become a little bit more stalematey. You know what I mean? Not throwing much.
That looked like
that was a
it
good
might
shot
have
from
landed.
Shogun.
Yeah, Shogun just landed a nice. That was probably the most significant
Probably.
strike of the whole ground exchange. So you have to give Shogun this ground exchange
Yeah.
now. And like,
Yeah.
I mean, I can still almost okay. There's a minute left in the round. If it continues like this, which I think it kind of does, I can still see the argument
Actually,
for
no,
Craig
wait.
getting this round.
Doesn't Craig have a little flurry at the end? Or was that the
Yeah.
second round? Let's see.
Because I mean, Craig was winning the whole first minute and 10 seconds significantly
Yeah.
with his striking versus Shogun's nothing.
Yeah.
And has Shogun really done enough with the 4 minutes of top control?
There was
to
that
negate
one shot on the way in. That was it.
That was about it, right? One good shot on the way in.
Yeah.
And if anything, Craig's landed just as much from the bottom. Decent up kick. Now he stands up. 20 seconds left.
I think this is where decent
No,
shots
this is
from
where
Shogun.
Shogun actually landed better strikes. I remember seeing that. Shogun landed
And
the
then
better
Craig got
strike,
the
and then
takedown.
Craig got the takedown.
I wish he landed some shots here, though. I remember him kind of just holding him here.
Honestly, that's a close-ass fucking round. I could see it either way. It depends what you're... Even Shogun, though, with top control, was there really much control happening, though? It felt like Craig was kind of controlling.
So we had Craig winning pretty much the first minute and 15, minute 10, minute 15 of that round. Then Shogun gets the takedown, or
then
Craig flops.
Shogun had top control for about 3.5
With
minutes.
how many good shots, really? Three good shots? Max?
One.
Yeah. Whereas Craig was landing some shots when he initially got taken down.
Yeah.
He landed a couple shots off his back.
Yeah.
Good up kick there on the way in.
He probably landed the more significant strikes on the ground. But then when they stood back up, he rushed.
Shogun landed two good shots. That was it.
But Craig didn't land anything there.
Let's
He
see
landed.
that.
Did Craig land anything great there?
Let's see.
In that final exchange, that was a great combo.
Good
Craig landed a
leg
body
kick.
kick, missed his shots, and Shogun
Okay.
hit him. So Shogun won the last.
But then he gets the
flurry too.
takedown.
Power shots though. Yeah, and then Craig ends
Immediately
up on
gets the
top with
takedown.
the takedown. Fuck, is that a 10-10?
Oof.
You can go either way with that, man. Like when you actually rewatch
That's
it,
a really
'cause
fucking
at first
close
it comes
round.
off like a Shogun round because of the control and Craig not seemingly doing much. But then
Yeah.
when you like look at it, each block, man, fuck.
It's
yeah.
hard for me to be
don't see
unbiased
why that
here,
can't be a
considering
Craig
I had
round,
money
right?
on Craig.
I could
I'm
see that
trying to
being
be
Craig
unbiased
round.
here.
But
Fuck.
then at the same time, let's go with 10-10. Fuck, that's a 10-10 round, man. That's a close round. That's because you can see it both ways pretty easily. I'm go 10-10. I have to.
What were the?
I can't.
Let me get
can't
some more
determine-
statistics in this
If
bitch.
you can't determine a winner because it's like that, then fuck it. That's a 10-10.
That's a close fucking. You know what? Yeah, a draw is probably the best call here now, and not due to a 10-8 first round.
No, I wouldn't even. Yeah, I actually just realized I scored the fight a draw. I thought for some reason I tallied it up and thought I had Craig winning like 30-29 or some shit. But no, yeah, it's a draw.
Let's see.
That
So
was-
51 strikes for Craig, significant strikes to 25 for Shogun. I'm pretty sure the majority of those were in round one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
31 in round one, 10 in round two, outstriking Shogun by one, and then 10 in round three, outstriking Shogun by one. But in terms of total punches, yeah, outstruck him 30-15 in round three, did Paul Craig. Outstruck him 31-22 in round two, and then 45-14 in round one.
So there's a
And
big,
Paul Craig landed one of two takedowns.
there's a good argument to be made that round.
So
three
the
should go
takedown that he whiffed on was the one that Shogun reversed and got on top with.
I don't know, man. I think that round is really hard to score round three.
Damn.
But
Holy
it's,
shit.
But it doesn't seem like a clear-cut Shogun round anymore at all. That's
I
for
agree.
sure.
You know what? Let's jot this fight down, this round specifically. And when we eventually do that video where we kind of determine what a 10-8 round should be and a 10-10 round should be, this could be our example of a 10-10 round.
10-10 round, yeah.
I might have to go with the 10-10 here. I can't believe I'm actually
Because
saying
it's
it.
Shogun with a lot of top control, Craig landing the better strikes, but in the last flurry, I think the only reason I haven't scored a draw not for Craig is because in that last flurry, Shogun landed 3 hard strikes, and those could be probably the most significant.
I think the only thing that
round.
would change it a little bit is if Craig landed some good shots after that takedown.
Yeah,
Because he
but
still had
didn't.
about 15
But
seconds.
he
He
charged
did
forward,
nothing.
and Shogun landed
Yeah.
the bombs, which I felt I kind of that probably made it a draw for me.
So the
Versus Craig easily kind of winning that round.
the flirt or the success that Paul Craig had in the first minute of the third round negated by the control of Shogun, controlling him for as long as he did on top. Right?
I wouldn't even say that
you
fully
negate it?
negated it. No, because here's the thing, right? The top of Shogun had control there. Did he though? Or was Paul Craig kind of controlling him from the bottom too a lot?
Because he was like teasing.
Who's really got the
submissions.
control in that position when no one's really landing anything, right?
Yeah.
So fine, he had top position. I don't know about control though. So in my opinion, that first minute and 10 seconds of striking at the beginning still beat out that control. But
three strikes leads it back to you for Shogun to make this.
No, because he had that really good overhand as well.
To get in there.
There was another strike, and then that flurry at the end. They were more significant than any of the strikes that Craig landed, even though he landed the volume.
And the takedown at the end.
I don't know, there's just, you know what I mean?
It's too close of a round.
I might have to just say that round 3 is...
I'm going to go 10-10. Fuck, I can't believe we're doing it. I wanted to do everything in my power to avoid a 10-10, just so that we could have actual clarity and say how a round should be done.
If you can see it either way, it's a draw round. It is what it is.
Because Shogun just did not do enough from on top.
No.
In my opinion, just did not do enough.
No.
Let's see if there's any other numbers that we can kind of look at. Ground strikes. Look at that. 3 of 6 by Shogun in round 3.
Yeah.
He landed 3 strikes on the ground.
Yeah. So who cares about that top pressure as much? Right?
Paul Craig landed 1 of 2. Wow. That's insane.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got it. So that
29-29, pretty much.
Is that 20? Yeah, 29-29. Holy shit. Both of us.
Either way in a 10-10. That round 3 is actually...
That's a 10-10 if I've ever seen a 10-10.
Yeah, I remember watching it live. I was like, yeah, I think Shogun stole that at the end there.
Watch that with a little bit more of an analytical eye and you'll see something else.
Yeah,
God
it's
damn.
definitely different. Interesting.
All right, so we have unanimously agreed that this fight should be a draw. Plain and simple. There's not going to be any events for the next 2 weekends, but we got some cool stuff that we got planned that we're still going to drop for deciding split, so make sure you guys look out for that. That'll be out next Sunday, or the next 2 Sundays. We'll get some bonus episodes. Otherwise, make sure you guys check out Combatosseurs, which comes out tomorrow on the YouTube page. Subscribe, like, comment below if you guys don't agree with us, because this is a pretty complicated conversation in terms of whether that round should have been a 10-10 or if Shogun should have won, or if Paul Craig should have won. How did you guys score it? Let us know. Give us a little bit more clarity. If we're not seeing something that may have passed our grades, just let us know.
You know what this kind of reminds me of as well? Round 2 of BJ Penn, John Fitch.
That fight was a draw as well, right?
That was like another one we could score a draw.
You know what? Maybe we could do that as one of our bonus episodes too. We can throw it out there. But yeah, comment below. Let us know what you guys think. And we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.